Hey guys, welcome to this part of the LA Sports Nerds official podcast. This is Rivas here with Damon Taylor. We have a lot going on with the Rams, Lakers, and Clippers, so let's get right into it. This morning, Janoris Jenkins actually announced that he's going to sign with the New York Giants, and he's going to become the seventh highest paid quarterback in the league. You think this was a good move for New York?
As far as like talent, it was a good move for the Giants, but they overpaid for him. I mean, I wouldn't want the Rams to pay him that much money, for 5 years, $62 million. That's overpaid. He's getting more than what Joe Hayden and Patrick Peterson and all them other really good corners, great corners. And I think Janoris Jenkins, I think he had 3 interceptions a season ago, 2 or 3. I just think he's overpaid. Like, that's overpaying for a corner who he gets beat a lot because he takes gambles. And like I said, that's overpaid. They overpaid for him. They needed him.
Yeah.
They didn't really need. Because they got Rogers Cromartie, Prince Amukamara, and I guess you're gonna have Janoris Jenkins play the slot. That don't make sense for you to have that and pay him that much money to play basically a slot receiver. That don't make sense.
Do you think that the Rams were smart to put the franchise tag on Johnson instead of Jenkins?
Yeah, I feel like Tremaine Johnson. See, the only thing with that is he might feel like he got to prove himself again. Right. What if he does have a great 2016 season as well? He gonna want money as well.
Right.
So it's gonna be like they probably should have paid him this year. To be honest, I would have just took a chance and paid him. So
the Rams also lost their safety, Rodney McIntyre, and went to the Eagles. Is this gonna really their defense is unbelievable for whatever reason?
Yes, it's weak. Because you lose James Laurinaitis, you lose Chris Long.
By choice.
Yeah, by choice. And then you lose Janoris Jenkins, your starting corner. They lost, 4 starters. Now they lost a starting safety. And, I don't know what's going on. Unless I don't know. They moved Mark Barron to linebacker, which was pretty good. T.J. McDonald, he really, hasn't really panned out too well. So right. I guess hopefully in the draft they just think about adding more defensive players just to be a little bit more deep, especially in the secondary, because their secondary struggled. It was 25th in pass defense, I think, 25th, 23rd or something. They was in the bottom half of the NFL, so.
Yeah. So they're going to need it, though, because NFC West isn't going to be nice to them.
Oh, yeah, heck no. You got Russell Wilson, Palmer. Who else is in that division? Not Saints. Seahawks, Cardinals. 49ers. Oh, Chip Kelly. Yeah, you got some high-powered offenses in that division.
And you might have to deal with Kaepernick not even being on the team. Broncos might try to if San Francisco things up, St. Louis is going to have a problem because Arizona and Seattle really haven't changed.
Oh, yeah. That division is tough, man. That division is really tough.
Yeah. What do you think about especially for the New York Post, that Fitzpatrick might try to come back to the Rams?
I think it would be a good fit, but I think Fitzpatrick is best when he has weapons. And right now, the Rams really don't have any weapons. You got Tavon Austin, and he really can't. He's good, but he really can't do anything yet because of the fact that a lot of teams pay attention to him.
Right.
Now, if you have another receiver, then you have two legit threats on the outside, and teams will focus on two receivers instead of just one receiver. So I think they need another receiver. I hope they draft Laquan Treadwell from Ole Miss in the draft. That would be nice. Because if you have him and have Tavon Austin, then Ryan Fitzpatrick will have weapons to work with. Then you got Todd Gurley in the backfield. And that'll be a pretty dynamic offense. But I'm still hoping RG3, man, come to LA. I'm still hoping RG3 come to LA. I'm still an RG3 fan. I'm a Redskins fan, so I'm still an RG3 fan. I was upset that, got treated the way he did, but I understand because he just wasn't focused. He was too worried about himself and wasn't performing and wasn't improving. So I agree with benching him. So hopefully now he got his mind straight. He got his ego in check, and hopefully he just improve and come to the rounds and make us a contender.
Do you think guys like Mike Wallace or Roddy White could be something that the Rams can look into?
I would say Mike Wallace, yeah. Roddy White, he's kind of older, so I don't really know what he has left in the tank.
Right.
I mean, he could be kind of like an Anquan Bolden, maybe. You know, when Anquan Bolden went to the 49ers, like he wasn't fast, but he was still making timely catches and was kind of the heart of that team when they went to Super Bowl. But hopefully he could play that role, make tough catches on like 4th and 5s, 3rd and 3s, make tough catches, and it would be a nice fit if he could fill that role. But as far as like Mike Wallace, he's a deep threat, so teams will have to look out for him anywhere he lines up on offense. And yeah, Mike Wallace will be a good fit too. But you kind of don't want like having Tavon Austin and Mike Wallace because they both could kind of do the same thing. Yeah. So you would really rather have one or the other. So yeah, I think they both would fit, Roddy White or Mike Wallace. But I think if they do get Mike Wallace, they will have to do something with Tavon Austin. So we'll see what happens there.
Shifting real quick to the Lakers, they had a heck of a game last night, especially from Russell, Randall, and Clarkson. Russell dropped 27, Randall got 23 points, and Clarkson pushed 24. Is this team really starting to come together?
That's what I like to hear. I feel like they are. I feel like Byron Scott doesn't have the handcuffs on him too much now.
Yeah.
I think it's let him play, let him run up and down the court, let him play. And he's finally starting to do that after 65 games. He's finally starting to let him do that. Like, come on. He should have been doing that since December. I mean, since the beginning of the season, since October. He should have been doing that since the preseason, letting them play. But yeah, that was the first game they all had over 20 points. And I think Randall is 14th in double doubles. And if you think about it, he stopped starting. So just imagine if he would have continued starting, he'll probably be top 10 in double doubles in the league right now. So I think, man, it's looking good for the Lakers' future. Hopefully we keep that top 3 protected pick. I feel like we are because we still like 4 games out of the win column from Phoenix and 5 from Brooklyn. So I think we'll still hopefully keep that pick. We have like a better chance.
On top of what we've been having big games, so it's cool to see is the combination of Russell and Clarkson actually working.
Exactly.
I'm actually sharing the ball and then both even have big games. You would think it'd be either Russell or Randall, not both of them, or all 3 of them, or even Clarkson and too. Do you think they're going to trade anybody, or how do you think the draft pick is really going to play out?
Right now, I think management likes what they see in Russell and Jordan Clarkson, like the backcourt, because they combined for 27, just 51 points last night, and then against Golden State, I think Russell had 21, and Randall and Clarkson had like 25 or 26. I think it's a really good backcourt. I feel like it should still be more ball movement because if we have more the ball movement been better, since Kobe, really took a back seat, really.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I know. I feel like with more ball movement from Russell and Clarkson, in the whole starting lineup, I think the numbers could get better because both can play off the ball. Yeah. Russell is more like a not spot up shooter, but a catch shooter. I mean, not a catch shooter. You know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Dang, I can't even get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, he's more of a catch and shoot guy. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's better catching and shooting. And Clarkson, he's been creating more for other players. And that was my knock on him earlier in the season because he was only averaging like 2.3 assists per game. And that was like less than Carmelo Anthony. And that's, Carmelo Anthony don't pass the ball. And I feel like he's gotten better at that the second half of the season. So yeah, I think, man, it's an exciting backcourt going forward.
Do you think their big games are going to help Byron Scott stay in the way, or do you think it's sort of a signal he needs to go?
I think Byron should get one more year, maybe next season, to see like, okay, we got some cap room, we got some money, so we could grab a few free agents. I really don't want the big name free agents because I think it'll mess up the chemistry of the young players. So
not like Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving.
Nah, I don't want to get like the 3-star free agents. Give me like a filler, somebody that could play small forward, that could defend and just do the little things. Give me that. Give me a center like a Hassan Whiteside. I'll take Hassan Whiteside. Now, if we get Hassan Whiteside, that'll be a good pickup because he's still young. He's a good player, and he's awesome on defense. So, like guys like that, not really like the mega stars.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah, exactly. But Byron should get one more year, like I said, to fill up the roster, see what he can get. Mm-hmm. And if he can't really, if we can't come close to the playoffs next season, then just cut him loose. We let him go. He got 1 year to actually get us to the playoffs. At least give us like 35 to 40 wins next season. And if that doesn't make the playoffs, then hey, at least we got 35 to 40 wins.
Hey, that's right. What about the Clippers? They go to Oklahoma City tonight and make a big game against the Thunder after playing last week. One strategy that surprisingly worked was they put Austin Rivers on Kevin Durant, and it somehow stifled the defense or the offense of the Oklahoma City Thunder. What is Doc Rivers doing with that kind of matchup, and are the Clippers starting to figure things out?
I think Austin Rivers on. I mean, Kevin Durant's what, 6'10"? Yeah. Austin Rivers what, 6'4"? I mean, he has quick feet. Yeah, he has quick feet. That's what I like about Austin Rivers. He's pesky on defense, so he's gonna be in Durant's grill pretty much the whole night. But I feel like you need to put Jeff Green on him. You need to put more length on Durant.
That's why they got Green.
Exactly. So if he doesn't, I mean, I understand putting Austin Rivers on him during certain stretches of the game, but throughout the game, it should be Jeff Green. It should be Mbah Moute on Kevin Durant. Just being more physical with Kevin Durant will throw him off his game. Kind of what like LeBron does, because when LeBron guards Kevin Durant, he's physical. He's all in Kevin. He put his forearm into his back. He's playing physical against Kevin Durant.
Right.
But I feel like the Clippers, man, they're a wild card right now. They're like.
You think a team like Memphis or Portland is going to catch up on them and sneak up pretty quick?
I think Memphis, yeah. I think if they don't be careful, they can't lose games to, like I said, Denver like a few weeks ago at home, and then lose to the Atlanta Hawks, last week at home as well. They have to, and then end up beating Dallas on the road. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. And they just need to watch where they're at right now because they're the 4th seed. I think they're 2 games back from the 3 seed, Oklahoma City. But nobody's looking behind them. They're only like 3 games up on Memphis. And Memphis is getting hot. I mean, Memphis, they have a lot of characters on their team. You got Lance, Mario Chalmers, Birdman, Zebo. You got a lot of players on that team that could actually give a Clippers a run for their money if they play them in the first round. Even without Marc Gasol. I feel like Memphis could kind of make it a 7-game series. A lot of people don't agree with me, but I feel like they can because they have a lot of wild cards.
If they beat the Thunder tonight on the road, is that sort of a statement that they're ready to take the 3rd seed from them? Is that when they start to unravel?
I think so, yeah, because I feel like they kind of played to their level of competition, like when they played against Denver. They're just playing bad. I remember one game they played against Minnesota. Like, Minnesota beat them at home. On the road at Staples Center. So I feel like, but then when they played against the Thunder, last week or 2 weeks ago, they were down 20 points in the second half. I mean, they come back and end up winning the game. So I'm just like, okay, that's good. I mean, but if they have to, I mean, they don't have to. Do they have to win tonight? They might have to win tonight because you kind of want to keep Memphis a little. You want to be a few games up on them because Memphis not going nowhere. Because you don't want to end up
4 or 5.
What happened?
Memphis is at least a lock for 4 or 5, and I think the way they're playing.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the 5th seed and play Memphis in the 4th seed. You don't want to start there. You do not want to start there because Mike Conley, Matt Barnes, Matt Barnes wants some revenge because the Clippers, traded him. Lance Stevenson want revenge. Clippers traded him. Mario Chalmers, Zebo, Birdman, Ryan Hollins. He used to be a Clipper too. So the Clippers got to watch out right now. They have to be mindful of where they are in the Western Conference standings.
Is there any way they get enough momentum to beat like the Spurs or Warriors to get to the finals?
I think just the Spurs. Because right now, how it is, if they won in the first round, they'll meet the Warriors in the second round. I would love to see that matchup, but I feel like they have to find a way to get the 3 seed. Because I think they could beat the Spurs in the playoffs again. But the only question mark is Blake Griffin. I mean, is he going to be healthy? I know he's going to be kind of sluggish going into, the playoffs because I don't even know when he's going to be back, actually. Because he still got to face the suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I don't even know where Blake Griffin would fit on the team right now. Because Chris Paul been playing lights out. He's been playing good.
Yeah. It just depends how they match up. I think really, if they're going to do anything, it sucks, but this is their year because they're playing as hot as they can. But the Spurs and Warriors are just like good.
Yeah, the Spurs and Warriors are just.
I mean, the Spurs just now got to double digits in their losses, and they're still second place. And the Warriors, as good as they are only 3 games ahead.
Exactly, and then you got to think about this. Ginobili been hurt the last month and a half. They just picked up Kevin Martin. So they just going to get even better when Ginobili comes back. Then you got to think about the Thunder as well. They're like, 4-7 since the All-Star break?
Yeah.
And they're still 2 games ahead of the Clippers. So this is we got to see what's going to happen the last month of the season. Yeah. Hopefully the Clippers could get the 3 seed and host whoever the 6 seed is. Will probably be Portland. I think Portland's in the 6 seed or Dallas right now.
Yeah.
Then the second round, they'll have an opportunity to at least make it to the Western Conference Finals because I think they could beat the Spurs. They beat them last year in 7 games. So, but this time they probably won't have home court advantage. But I feel like they're a good enough team to win on the road,
right.
Especially when you have like Chris Paul. Well, that's if Blake Griffin comes back and beat Blake Griffin.
Yeah, because Chris Paul has a chip on his shoulder. He still hasn't made it out of the second round.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Chris Paul has that chip. DeAndre Jordan has that chip. But do Blake Griffin have it? That's the only problem.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, man, if they don't make it out the second round this year, they will have to consider trading Griffin because he kind of messed up everything.
Yeah.
Everything. He kind of messed it up. He doesn't perform in the playoffs. He gets in these off-court issues.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. Like, get it together.
So, yeah, they take on the Thunder tonight, so we'll see how things work out. Damon Taylor joining the podcast. Thanks again, man.
All right, man.